I just saw the Superman movie. I can't believe it's a real sentence, but the time is here. And I'm glad to report, I'm rejoiced to say that I love this film. It's almost exactly the Superman film I wanted. I just wasn't sure if James Gunn was capable of making this type film. He sure was. It still had his James Gunn isms. The jokes were there. It did not, the only difference was it didn't weigh down the film. It didn't feel overly crude or anything of that nature. It fit right in my opinion, and it fit the Superman character and the cast. Man, this felt like Superman ripped from the comics, from the Superman TV show we watched growing up. David Corenswet, he's Superman. He embodies the character through and through, not just Superman, Clark, not just the mannerisms or the inflections in his tones, just the things that he says, how he carries himself, the look, everything is there as far as Superman goes. What I love most about this character, this portrayal of Superman, yes, Superman is all-powered, but at the end of the day, he puts everyone's lives in front of him. Doesn't matter if you're a human being, doesn't matter if you're an animal, and this film portrayed that to the maximum. It felt, the cheesiness was there, the Boy Scout isms were there, all the tropes of Superman was there, but it didn't come off corny, it didn't feel overly forced. It felt like the character to the T. The relationship between David and Rachel was ripped straight from the comics. This was Lois and Superman to the core, to the freaking core. Nicholas Hoult, I didn't know what to say about his Lex. I was afraid it would be like Jesse Eisenberg from BVS because they have similar acting styles kind of and body types, but no. This guy was sinister, menacing, but also he understood why he was doing what he was doing and the reasoning. Like, he wasn't oblivious to it. This guy is just he's an a-hole, envious, and straight up evil. The performance that Nicholas Hoult gave, wonderful, man. This is the Lex of the future. This is the DCEU of the future. This film's not perfect, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know if I was gonna like Guy Gardner or a Hawkgirl. I do like Nathan Fillion in some of his films, but I didn't know how his portrayal of Guy Gardner would be. It took some getting used to, but towards the end, I loved it, man. I absolutely loved his portrayal. Hawkgirl was good as well. I know a lot of people have issues with the third act. To me, that was the best part of the film. The third act was phenomenal. The scene stealers, Crypto was phenomenal. Mr. Terrific, whoo, my God. I know James Gunn excels at all these B, C-list characters. He put some respect on his name. And I gotta say, I love how the focus of this film was never lost. There's a ton of characters. I know some people are afraid. There's so many heroes, so many villains popping up, that this was not a Superman film, that it would feature all these Justice League characters. They never lost the focus. This film is about Clark, it's about Lex, it's about Lois. And that was the focus throughout the whole film. I love the emotional beats this film had. It had so much heart. Humanity was in the forefront. I guess you could say a little political, but I don't think it was preachy. It felt right. Man, what James Gunn was able to accomplish with this film is nothing short of amazing. To switch up his style to accommodate this film is great work, man. Great work. This is a great start for the DCEU, and I feel like it sets the building blocks up for this movie is so comic book-ish. Like, certain instances, especially in the beginning, when it transitions to scenes, it felt like you were flipping through comic book pages. So bold, so funny, at almost the right moments, heart, levity, everything is here, man. Just watch this film. I can't wait to see Batman established in this world. And lastly, before I go, the score. Oh my God. Pretty much all the Supermans on the big screen, Christopher Reeves, Henry Cavill, had phenomenal scores. Having to follow up John Williams, Hans Zimmer, I didn't know if it could be done with this film. I liked how the score played in the trailer, but David Fleming and John Murphy knocked it out the park. Oh my God. How the score welled up in these emotional, impactful moments. Whew. It added to the moments perfectly. I was in my feels in certain sections. Man, I can't lie. This score hit, and it hit hard. Phenomenal. Different sections of it played. Loved it. Man, I'm gonna go back to this again. The Lex and Superman dynamic was dynamite. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I'm a huge villain guy, so comic book movies, they're hit or miss with the villains. They usually focus on the hero, the title hero. Here, they both got to shine. The dynamic, it felt real, it felt tangible. I understood why he was a hater. And this is Lex. I love it. This is Superman. I love it. This is Lois. I love it. This is the DCU, and I love it.